Today I'm filming... The beginning is always the hardest part. Hey guys, Panic at the Bookstore here. Today I'm going to be filming my April TBR. If you're unfamiliar with that term, it means to be read. So these are all the books that I plan on reading in the month of April. My most anticipated release of the year comes out this month and I'm so excited for it. And that is The Raven King by Maggie Stiefvater. If any of you haven't read The Raven Cycle, I really recommend them. They're so much fun. I love the characters. They're just so good. Oh my gosh. Since The Raven King is the last book in a series, I decided that I would have a theme for this month. I'm going to be working on tackling all of the books on my TBR that I own that are sequels. Basically, this means that I've already read the first and second books, and now I just really am ready to get through the series so that I can move on to worrying about other books on my TBR. If you guys know what it's like to have a really daunting pile of books in your room that you just haven't read yet, it's really stressful. So I'm trying to just push through all of these books that I know I'm gonna like. The first series that I plan on finishing this month is the Mara Dyer Trilogy. I'm actually currently halfway through the evolution of Mara Dyer. I read the first one probably about a year ago. I ate it up. I read it all in one sitting. I sat on a Saturday between school and I just read it from about 8 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night. I think I stopped for one meal, maybe. I thought the first book was so good, and since then I've acquired both the second and the third books. The problem is that I haven't read them yet. No one knows why I haven't read them. I just own them and look at them every single day and just don't read them. If you haven't read the Mara Dyer series, it's about this girl named Mara who wakes up one day to find out that her two best friends and her boyfriend are all dead. She has to figure out what killed them, and then she starts to think that maybe it was her fault. There's a lot of really creepy elements to these books, and I love that stuff. It's so much fun. It kind of scares me sometimes, but it's just really fun to read in general. I'm already halfway through the second book, and I just can't wait to finish them and get them off my TBR so that I can move on to even more books. The next book I'm going to be reading is a series that I talked about in my last video. That series is the King Chronicles, and I'm really excited to finish this one up with The Serpent's Shadow. These books are so much fun, and I'm so excited to finish this series to say that I have officially read every single one of Rick Riordan's books. I've already given a brief summary of this series, but basically it's about a brother and a sister named Carter and Sadie, and they find out that they are Egyptian magicians. I don't mean to sound redundant, but really these books are just so much fun to read. The next series that I plan to continue work on is the Grisha Trilogy. Siege and Storm is book 2 in that trilogy, and I might have to refresh myself on what this series is about because I read the first one, but I read it quite a while ago. All I honestly remember is that I had so much fun reading it, the world was really fun, and the characters were great. A lot of people had mixed feelings about these books, but I really liked the first one and I'm excited to finish the series off. The last book that I have is totally not a sequel, doesn't fit into this video in any way, shape, or form. I just can't contain my excitement for this book, guys. I'm so excited to read it. I walked into the library today and I saw that they had it and I couldn't not. I wasn't planning on involving this book in this video, but I'm too excited for it. So that book is Salt to the Sea. I've read both Between Shades of Grey and Out of the Easy, and I absolutely love them. This author is one of my favorite authors ever. If you haven't checked out any of her books, I totally recommend you do it. You will not regret it. It follows 4 characters who are just really trying to escape the Soviets. It's another historical fiction novel, which I've really never been interested in before I started picking up her books. I just love her writing style, and the way that she writes and the things that she writes about are so important. I'm really excited to read this book. So that's the end of my April TBR. As soon as The Raven King comes out, I also plan to be reading that, so don't feel like you got left out from this. Thank you guys so much for watching my video, and if you enjoyed it, like, comment, subscribe!